exciting and breakthrough ways. With that, let's get started by sending it over to Craig.
Good morning. Great to have you here. As you can see, we've got a lot to cover. So let's get started with iOS. Together with iPhone, iOS is central to how we navigate our lives and stay connected. And now we're making it even more powerful and easier to use. Our new release is iOS 14. This is going to be amazing. Let's dig in, starting with the home screen. Today's home screen works great, but as we get more and more apps, we can end up with this: lots and lots of pages. And we tend to forget what's beyond the first couple. Wouldn't it be great if there were a way to organize all of those apps without doing a thing? Well, this year we're doing just that with something called the App Library. It's a new space at the end of your home screen pages that automatically organizes all your apps in one simple and easy to navigate view. Let me show you. Here's my home screen. Now, like you, I have muscle memory built for the first page or two, but when it comes to all of these pages, well, honestly, I've lost track of where a lot of things are. And that's where the App Library comes in. You can see that all of my apps are automatically organized here. In fact, now with the App Library, I actually don't need all those pages for all my apps. So we created an easy way to hide app pages. I just go into jiggle mode, tap the dots at the bottom, and check this out. I get a zoomed out view of all my app pages. I can simply tap to hide the pages I no longer need, just like that. And now with those pages hidden, App Library is always just a swipe or two away. Next, let's turn to widgets. Today, widgets help you get information at a glance, but a lot has changed since we first introduced these. They're more beautiful and data rich. And we're introducing different sizes, so you can choose one that best fits your needs. Let's take a look at them in iOS 14. So let's swipe over to Today View and take a look at our new widgets. They're just beautiful. And the new designs are more data-rich than ever. And you can see they now come in a variety of sizes, so you can pick just the right level of information for each one. Now, we like these new widgets so much, we wanted to make them even more accessible. So check this out. I'm just going to tap and hold on the weather widget, and I can drag it out of Today View and onto my home screen. And watch, as I move it around, the apps just dance out of the way to make space for my new widget. Well, let's add a second one. Just going to tap the plus here in the upper left and grab onto podcasts. I can drop it just like that. Now I'm going to swipe over to page 2 here and bring back up the widget gallery. The gallery is a great place to explore widgets. Now, when I tap on one, I can actually page through all of the different sizes available, just like this. But you know, right now what I want to do is grab this widget up top. It's a really special one. It's called the Smart Stack. I'm just going to tap it and drop it here. With the Smart Stack, I can easily swipe through widgets to pick just the one I want for the moment. But what's really cool is that the Smart Stack can actually do this for me automatically. So that's widgets on the home screen. We're excited to see how everyone will customize them in their own way. Next, we're also bringing Picture-in-Picture to iPhone. So you can access apps on your iPhone while watching video or talking on a FaceTime call. Let me show you. So here on my home screen, the Smart Stack is showing me the TV widget, so I can just tap to start playing a show. Now check this out. When I swipe to go home, the video automatically goes into Picture-in-Picture right over the home screen. And when I launch another app, like Notes, I can keep watching. Now I can drag the picture to another part of the screen. If I want to make it bigger, I can even pinch to zoom. And as I move between applications, it stays with me. And what's cool is I can also swipe it to the side and the audio keeps playing when it's off screen. And that's a quick look at the updates to the core elements of iOS. We think these new features are going to make iOS even more helpful. Another iconic experience that's getting a major update is Siri. As much as Siri has advanced over the years, the visual interface for interacting with it has remained largely unchanged. When you use Siri, your iPhone switches to this full screen UI, obscuring your current context. So this year, we've completely redesigned the Siri experience with a new compact design. It makes tasks like launching apps incredibly seamless. For example, if you say, "Open Safari," Siri pops up at the bottom of the screen and instantly launches the app. Or if you ask for information, like the weather, results appear at the top of the screen, just like a notification.
When communicating with someone in another language, Siri can help with translations. This year, we're expanding to support many new language pairs. This is hugely popular, but we know our users want more than just translating phrases. They want to have entire conversations, and we believe conversations between languages should feel natural and easy, and have the ability to stay private. That's why we're introducing a new app called Translate. It is designed to be the best and easiest to use app for conversations, and it can work completely offline, keeping your conversations private. Using advanced on-device machine learning and the powerful neural engine, you can translate your text and voice between any combination of these 11 languages. So I could have a conversation with someone in Mandarin, and they could have a conversation with someone in Russian. Just tap on the microphone and say, "What are your store hours?"
¿Cuáles son las horas de su tienda?
You get back the text and audio right away. And just turn the phone to landscape to open conversation mode. We've designed a side-by-side view that's easy for two people to know which side to follow in the conversation. This mode is incredibly intuitive, with just a single microphone button because the app intelligently detects the language spoken and shows translation on the correct side of the screen. Translate will make communicating between languages easier than ever before, connecting people in new ways, and we can't wait for you to try it.
Messages is how many of us communicate with people most important to us. And now we're using it more than ever. Compared to just a year ago, we have a record number of users sending a record number of messages. And we've seen people use messages more and more to keep in touch with their closest groups. This year, we're introducing a new way to stay connected with your most important conversations, giving you new ways to express your identity with Memoji, and making big changes to how we communicate in groups. To tell you more, here's Stacy Lysick.
With so many active conversations, sometimes it can be tough to get to the ones that are most important to you. So we are introducing a new way to let you stay connected to your most important conversations by letting you pin them at the top of your list so you can always get to them. And you can see messages as they come in with a beautiful animation on the pin. Next, let's talk about expressing yourself with Memoji. There are over 1 trillion ways to customize your identity with Memoji. In iOS 14, we're adding even more ways to create your look with over 20 new hair and headwear styles to let you reflect your hobby, profession, and personality. We've also added something that's even more relevant today, face coverings. And we're adding more age options too. My favorite way of using Memoji is with Memoji stickers. And now we have 3 brand new Memoji stickers that let you send a hug, a fist bump, or even a blush to your friends. Last, let's chat about groups. When you're talking to a group, sometimes there's so much going on, it can be hard to keep track of the conversation. So this year, we're gonna help you bring order to the chaos. First, we're adding inline replies that let you reply directly to a specific message. You can view replies in the full conversation, or you can view them as their own thread so you can focus in on the specific topic. To make it even more clear who a message was meant for, we're introducing mentions. With mentions, you can just type someone's name to direct a message to them. And now you have the ability to only be notified when you're mentioned in the group conversation. And check out the top of this conversation. We have an all-new design for how groups appear. It lets you see all the members of your group where the most recently active people are shown largest. And for the first time ever, you can create a unique visual identity for your group by setting a group photo or customizing your group's look with an emoji. Inside the conversation, you see group members' photos around the image. Of course, it looks great as a pin. You know who's most recently commented in the group because their photo will appear around the outside of the pin. And that's what's coming to messages in iOS 14. All new pinned conversations, fun updates to Memoji, and powerful improvements to groups.
An app clip is a small part of an app. It's light and fast and easy to discover, so you can quickly get what you need right when you need it. Everything about app clips is designed for speed. They start with this card, which quickly pops up, and with just a tap, you can launch the app clip. You don't need to enter credit card numbers because app clips can use Apple Pay for payments. And you don't have to manually log into an account because it can take advantage of Sign In with Apple. App clips won't clutter your home screen and will only stay along as you need them. But you can easily launch recently used app clips from the new app library. It's always easy to download the full app, and this makes app clips an easy way to discover more of what the App Store has to offer. And discovery is key. App clips are all about getting to a part of an app at the moment you need it, so it was critical that we made them really easy to find. App clips can be easily discovered and launched from the web. You can launch app clips from messages when friends share them with you. When you want to order takeout from a restaurant in Maps, you can launch an app clip right from a place card. You'll be able to tap on NFC tags out in the world on things like parking meters. Or you can scan QR codes to launch app clips that work with products you purchase. The best way to discover app clips will be with a new Apple-designed app clip code. So when you see one, you'll know that there's an app clip waiting for you. They incorporate both a visual code and NFC, so you tap on them or scan them with the camera to bring up an app clip. App clips will be great for businesses that already have apps, but we want to be able to use app clips everywhere, including smaller spots that may not have their own app. So we made it possible for apps like Yelp, which support multiple businesses, to create app clip experiences for each of the places they work with. Developers will create app clips from a part of an app using Xcode and the full power of the SDK. To ensure that they launch quickly, they'll need to be less than 10 megabytes in size. And that's app clips. Immediately discoverable, small in size so they launch fast, integrated Apple Pay for easy payment, sign in with Apple for quick and privacy-friendly login, and the option to download the full app from the App Store when you want to keep it around. We can't wait to see all the app clips developers will create.